Today, I'm going to reveal what I eat on a daily basis. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. I appreciate everyone who's taken the time to watch my videos and to also interact and share your thoughts, ideas, and questions. I really do appreciate it. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can get notified anytime I release anything new as I share my journey into natural health and diet with all of you. So a lot of people have asked me, well, what do you eat every day? You know, what does your daily diet look like? What does your daily regimen look like? Well, today I'm going to share it. I'm going to let you know what I eat on a daily basis. All right. So look, the first thing that I do is I make sure that I implement a window of time that I eat on a daily basis. Some call it intermittent fasting or whatever the case may be. I only eat, or I try as hard as I can to only eat between the hours of 12 and 8 p.m. The reason I do that is because that is the time period in which your body is in digestion mode, right? Through the circadian rhythms of your body. From 12 to 8 is digestion. From 8 to 4 a.m. is going to be your assimilation. And from 4 a.m. to noon is going to be your elimination period. So in order for the best energy efficiency, you want to eat between 12 and 8, right? So if you stop eating the last thing you eat at 8, that gives you what? Roughly 14 hours between your next meal. And if you can stretch that out longer, that's always good as well. But try to eat between 12 and 8. At least that's what I do. So I break my fast at noon. And usually I will break it with some semblance of fruit. And for me, my favorite thing to break it with is melons. I love to start my day off with melons, either honeydew, cantaloupe, watermelon. And sometimes it's hard to find good melons because they're not always in season, especially for me. I'm here in Texas and, you know, it's kind of hard to find really good melons. Luckily, I could find good honeydew almost all year round. So for the most part, I will stick to the honeydew. But when watermelons are in season, there may not be a better fruit on the planet than watermelon for sure. And cantaloupes, you know, here and there. A lot of times you can go to your farmers markets, things of this nature. You can get, your grocery stores are going to import stuff from Peru and whatnot. And usually it's hit or miss. But I like to start my day off with melons. If there just isn't any good melons in season or they're just not tasting good, I will divert to usually some semblance of apple, cut up apple with some grapes and with some oranges, and kind of make like a smorgasbord of fruits to kind of start my day off to make sure I'm getting enough calories, because that's a big kicker. When you start going fruitarian and start trying to get as close as you can to the fruitarian lifestyle, calories is an issue. So you want to make sure you're eating enough. You can't eat like a handful of grapes and think you're good. You know what I mean? So make sure you're getting your calories. There's a lot of different apps like the Chronometer that can actually add all that up for you. So you kind of see where you're at on the calorie standpoint. And it just also, you know, is going to be based on how sedentary you are. Like, you work at a job where you're sitting all day, or are you active all day? You know, obviously if you're more active, you're gonna need a lot more calories. So, you know, base it on yourself. You'll know how you feel. You'll see your weight fluctuate and things like that. But that's how I like to start off my day. So usually after I do that, allow that food to digest. You know, when you're talking about melons, they digest quickly. You don't wanna combine those with other fruits because of how fast they digest. But my next meal usually be around 2 o'clock, something like that. And then I'll either do a juice at that time or some other semblance of fruit. Maybe I'll even eat the same thing, you know, another smorgasbord of fruit. But usually if I start with melons, then I will move on to the apples, oranges, and grapes, or if mangoes are in season or something like that. And that'll usually satiate me and keep me filled up until it's dinner time for me. Now, dinner time is the mixed bag because, like I told you guys before, I'm about 80 to 85% raw fruitarian. So that other 15% comes in the form of the occasional cooked food or the occasional salad. So I'm trying to balance those things out, right? perfect world, I'd be 50% fruit, 50% salads. But I'm not there yet. I'm still on my journey. So right now I'm about 80 to 85% fruit, 20 to 15% cooked food and salad. So working on those things. But when I do have a salad, I'm a fan of arugula and also spring mix. So I'll put that together, chop up some cucumbers, which are amazing, some tomatoes, throw those in there, an occasional avocado, not all the time, but occasional avocado, and I'll make my own dressing. If I'm feeling like I need something with a little bit fuller taste, I'll do a vinaigrette, even though I definitely would shy away from that because of the fat content. I'm trying to move away from vinaigrettes. Or I'll create a fruit-based dressing. And there's a few different fruit-based dressings that I utilize. You can reach out to me individually and I'll share some of those. Also, it's a great book, just came out recently, The Natural Human Diet Quick Start Guide. There's some really good transition foods and dressings in here as well. But that's what I'll do on the salad end, eat a real big salad, and that'll usually fill me up for the rest of the night. Or I'll do something on the cooked food side. Now the cooked food side, I'm pretty basic. I love Mediterranean food. So, sometimes I'll eat some hummus or some baba ganoush or possibly some falafel. That's kind of where I go on that end. I like Asian food. So sometimes I'll do like a vegetable hibachi, right? Not healthy by any means. This is part of the journey. And then I've really, really, really fallen in love with Indian food. Chana masala, naan bread, things of that nature, and samosas, right? Those are kind of the things that I'm slowly trying to wean off of, but they are still a part of my diet, and I'm 100% transparent with all of you. So once in a while, usually 2 to 3 times a week, I'll have one of those things for dinner, right? Possibly once in a while, some Mexican food. And if I go to the Mexican restaurant, most of the time I'm eating guacamole. That's kind of the main thing there. I'm not really going much further than that. Once in a while, some beans, but I've been really not feeling beans lately either. My body's just not feeling it. And here's the kicker. When you start going towards this optimal diet, your body speaks to you and your awareness just goes out the damn roof. So when you start eating stuff that's outside of that, man, does your body feel it, and it tells you quick. And beans are really starting to talk to me in about 6 different languages. So that's kind of where it is on the dinner aspect of it. And, once in a while, some snacks and stuff. Chips has always been a tough one for me. I don't eat a lot of chips, but once in a while I will snack on some chips, some pretzels. Trying to think of anything else that I'd snack on. And dessert, cakes. That's been a major struggle for me in the past, but I've gotten so much better to where I used to have dessert or cakes multiple times a week, and now I've spaced it out to where I'm having it maybe once every week, once every 2 weeks. And I'm not talking massive portions, like one little portion of something. So I'm weaning myself off of that refined sugar as well. And I'm feeling the benefits. I feel amazing. Life is great, and I love fruit. And that's the beauty of it, is your palate changes and you start to realize the true sweetness and amazingness of the foods that are a part of the fruitarian lifestyle. So that is kind of what my day-to-day looks like. Like I said, eat from 12 to 8, usually 3 meals. Sometimes I'll have some things in between there. And once in a while, I will have a snack. Once in a while, I will have a dessert. And usually 2 to 3 times a week, I will have cooked food. So that's kind of where I'm looking at on my journey. So look, let me know where you guys are at on your journey. If you have any questions about how I'm feeling or different things that I eat, things of this nature. A lot of people will reach out and say, don't you get bored eating the same stuff? And I don't. I kind of go through fruit phases. So like sometimes I'll be stuck on the melons for a while. And I just want to eat a lot of melons. And then sometimes I'll be on apples, or lately it's been oranges. I've been loving oranges lately. Before that, it was grapes. So like you kind of go through these different things. I mean, that's the beauty of the fruit kingdom. There are so many fruits. There's so many fruits I haven't even talked about. I mean, look at this over here. It's my fruit combining chart. I mean, there's so many different fruits. Bananas I've been in on too, as of late. So just understand that, look, don't classify fruit as a food. There's so many different foods within the fruit kingdom, just like there's so many foods within the cooked food kingdom, right? So you can have chicken or steak or whatever, you know, all those other acid forming foods. Well, I can also have oranges, apples, grapes, bananas, watermelons, cantaloupes, honeydew, you name it, papaya, cherries, you know, pineapple, the list goes on, right? So that's the beauty of the fruit kingdom. So I hope that helped you guys. Like I said, reach out and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I appreciate everyone and all the likes and all the love that you guys have been giving me. And I'll be back next week with another video. Y'all be good. Peace, love, and light.